Hi, Neil Lazarus here, and welcome to another podcast. Well, first of all, it's really exciting. The airport is open and groups are here. I'm running between seminars here in Israel and Zooms and already planning an international tour for the fall. A lot have been happening, and in particular, I want to talk about the most recent events in Jerusalem, in Jenin, in Israel, with the killing of Shireen Abu Akleh, the journalist of Aljazeera newspaper. Now, I'm going to take a very different approach. As soon as she was shot, the headlines came out, as I'm sure you're aware. Al Jazeera calls it an assassination, a planned killing of a veteran reporter. The Israel supporters and the Israeli government question the authenticity of the reports that Israel shot her, saying that their troops were in a different time. Many of you may have seen, and I even put it up on my Instagram, a video that came out from the Israeli Foreign Ministry saying that they were, the army was in a different place and that actually it was probably Palestinian police or gunmen shooting. We also probably are aware that Israel called for cooperation with the Palestinian Authority, and the Palestinian Authority refused to hand over the body, hand over the bullet, so it's actually impossible to really work out who killed her. Now, after that, again, you probably saw, if you're anywhere on this planet, the scenes of the funeral with the Israeli police going in, using force to disperse the crowds, being condemned internationally for excessive use of force. So here's the issue I've got to ask, and that is, they say it in Hebrew, it sounds better in Hebrew, no asma. So what? So what? What actually has changed? From the day before to the day after, what has changed? Are the Palestinians more heated and more motivated to riot against Israel? Yes. Had anyone of the English-speaking world heard of Shireen Abu Akleh before she was shot? Probably not. Has the peace process plummeted? Well, there was no peace process anyway. Do the Palestinians distrust the Israelis more than before? There's no contact. What I'm getting at is this, is actually, I would argue, one of the biggest non-events and non-stories, which actually is such a symptom of social media. It's crazy. Who are the people that got excited? Those people on Telegram, those people on Instagram, those people who were taking their photos, taking their videos, posting, protesting how Israel is either murderous or innocent. The reality on the ground is the Palestinian situation has got no worse or got no better. It may have acted as a catalyst towards more violence. I'll give it that. Did it endanger the security of the state of Israel? Well, the operation in Jenin was taking place. That's why she was shot. The situation in Jenin is appalling, and Israel's already considering using combat helicopters because of the amount of weaponry which is on the ground. Is it actually acting as a fog? There's an expression, as a way of hiding some of the real issues we should be looking at? 100% yes. Look, it was a tragedy. 2, actually, other than probably acting as a catalyst towards more violence, did it change anything strategically? I have my doubts. Who are the people who got most motivated by it? The pro-Israel and the anti-Israel lobby. What should we be looking at? 3 or 4 major things. Yesterday, Israeli airplanes flew over Syria to target weaponry coming to Hezbollah from Iran. They were, for the first time, fired at by anti-aircraft weaponry of Russia. That's a game changer. 2, the Ukraine war. For those of you who are older, you realize that the world sets itself every 5, 6, 7 years. The end of the Cold War, the coming down of the Berlin Wall, 9/11. This wasn't, I don't think, a game changer. What was a game changer, or is a game changer, is the war in the Ukraine. The fact that Finland and Sweden are applying for NATO membership, the fact that Turkey is rejecting that membership, the fact that Russia is now pulling its troops out of Syria and Iran is filling the vacuum. Those are the issues which we should be really looking at. The fact that Gantz has said that the nuclear capability of Iran is but a few weeks away. That should concern us more. A tragedy, yes. A media fest, yes. A game changer, probably not. But hey, who cares? Truth is always the first casualty of war.